Hi guys, this is Coach Shara. Thank you for checking out my channel and clicking out this video. If this is the first time you're watching from this channel, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you won't miss any of my next uploads. As promised, ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay ang pinagkaiba ng professional level sa sub-professional. For today's discussion, hatiin po natin siya into four subtopics. Okay? Let's begin with the first one. Ano ba ang mas mahirap? Is it the professional level or sub-professional? To answer that question, it's professional level. Bakit? Kasi if titingnan po natin yung coverage ng civil service exam for both professional level and sub-professional, although pareho silang may verbal ability, numerical ability, and general information, yung fourth category po nila ay magkaiba. For professional level, we have analytical ability. On the flip side, clerical ability naman ang meron tayo sa sub-professional. So let's try to differentiate the two even more. For analytical ability, we have four subcategories, and these are the word analogy or word association, data interpretation, symbolic logic or abstract reasoning, and identifying assumptions and drawing conclusions. Yet, sa clerical ability, we only have two items and they are filing and spelling po. So, with those information, we can conclude that sub-professional level is much easier than professional level. I hope you're getting my point. And just in case you would still like to broaden your knowledge in terms of the coverage of the civil service exam for both levels, I suggest panoorin niyo po yung previous vlog ko on how to pass the CSE. Because in that video, aside from giving some tips on how to pass the CSE, I also discuss in full details yung scope ng professional and sub-professional levels. In addition, nagbigay rin ako ng mga examples for each category for you to quickly understand kung ano ba talaga yung pinagkaiba nila sa isa't isa. For your quick visibility, idadagdag ko na lang yung link ng content sa description box down below. I hope it could also help you. Another reason kung bakit mas mahirap ang professional level compared to sub-professional is yung job eligibility sa government. If passer ka kasi ng professional level type of exam, you'd be eligible for the first and second level jobs. Yet, if sub-professional level naman yung naipasa mo, magiging eligible ka lang para sa first level. So let's talk about the difference between first and second level positions. First level jobs refer to non-professional or sub-professional posts that require less than 4 years in college and are more focused on executing routine tasks such as clerical work, data entry, custodial services, or manual labor. On the other hand, second level positions demand advanced skills in analysis, problem solving, and decision making. Likewise, these type of jobs typically require a bachelor's degree or higher education. Thus, second level involve professional, technical, or scientific work. Let me give you some examples para mas maintindihan nyo yung difference between the two. For first level jobs, we could have the administrative assistant, data clerk, receptionist, or janitorial staff. For second level naman, we have the administrative officer, information system analyst, audit analyst, and project manager. Okay? So moving on, ilang number of items ba ang meron for professional level and sub-professional? For prof, we have 170 items, and for sub-professional, we only have 165. Anong oras ba tinitik ang career service examination? At gaano ba ito katagal? For professional level, yung duration niya ay 3 hours and 10 minutes. So nagsisimula siya ng 8 o'clock and natatapos siya ng 11:10 in the morning. Yung sa professional level naman ay good for 2 hours and 40 minutes lang. So it starts at 8 o'clock and natatapos siya ng 10:40 a.m. I suggest sa actual date of exam, pumunta kayo sa testing center nyo ng an hour or 2 hours earlier. Bakit? Kasi pagdating nyo sa school, hahanapin nyo pa yung room assignment nyo. In addition, i-check pa ng proctor yung mga documents na hawak nyo bago kayo i-allow na makapasok sa assigned room. And lastly, of course, at least bago magsimula yung exam, nakapag-take na kayo ng rest and na-relax nyo talaga yung nerves nyo. Next, ano ba ang passing score or passing rate for prof and sub-prof? To answer that, it's 80%. Alright? So for both professional and sub-professional level, yung passing rate or passing score is 80%. And that concludes our discussion for today. Sana naman nakatulong tong video sa inyo. And if it's a yes, I hope you'd give it a thumbs up. And if in case may mga tanong or suggestions kayo, feel free to leave a comment down below because I would really look into them. Alright? So that's all for today, guys. See you on my next videos.